I don't know how closely tied to like the Moon Wax brand it'll be, if it'll be just like my own side project that has nothing to do with Moon Wax, but I want to do a thing where it's pretty much based like the concept of it was like I get catcalled a lot, which I probably shouldn't say because I'm sure my parents will hear this and have a heart attack. But I get catcalled a lot, and it really annoys me when like a guy is trying to talk to me or whatever, and like they won't take no for an answer. And like when I don't want to be bothered, like it quickly becomes harassment.
I hope your mom or your dad doesn't hear this.
I'm so sorry, mom and dad. But like it has happened before where like someone's trying to get your number and you're like really not trying to hear it, and like they won't leave you alone. So I had an experience like that recently. And like I like anytime it happens to me, I'm always immediately annoyed. And like people are usually sitting here like, oh, but they're flirting with you. Like that's a good thing, right? And I'm like, no, because like it's one thing if you're flirting and like I can move on. But if you're flirting and I'm like, thank you, but like blah, 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 or like I'm trying to tell you no and you're still trying to like pressure me into giving you my information, then I'm annoyed. Because like, again, at that point, it becomes harassment. Like, no, I don't want to give you my number. No, you can't walk me fucking home. No, I'm not going to get into your car. Like, these are all things that like men have asked me. And I'm like, I don't know what world you think we're living in that I'm going to get into your car when I don't know you. But absolutely the fuck not. And so like my idea was loosely based off of like another sticker I made with Medusa. And like it's like her with words at the bottom that says like don't effing touch me, which was really only stickers to be like for me. But like a lot of our friends liked them, and then I made them, and then
they like the Medusa character.
Well, I'm just saying they like the concept. And so like I was like, let's continue this with her with like other things that like I have said to men in annoyance of like, no, I'm not getting into your car. No, I'm not giving you my number. Like
there
stuff
was
like that.
Another person. They didn't make stickers, or at least none that I remember. But they used to make drawings of like of a monster girl. Don't know really where they're at now, but I remember looking at these when they were younger. And some of her concept is kind of similar to what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they wasn't going like the great method. They was actually just making like a monster girl. Mm. And their stuff was a lot more... See, I don't want to say skimpy because I feel as though it's a bad word. But a lot more suggestive. Like the girl was wearing lingerie and whatnot. Like her boobs and stuff was out. But that's also really good because of the fact of like, like a woman should wear whatever she wants to, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, that's like a good like little mindset to like make. And recently I found out that there was another woman who got her ripped off.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really bad. But hers was like kind of like a sign of like chastity. Like she didn't want to get married, she didn't want to have kids, she didn't want to like be a thing for a man. That's just the layman's term for it.
Yeah.
And she's been like a symbol, and she's been like known to like have like that her like a platter with her on it.
Oh, I see.
And I was like, I was thinking, I was like, I should really show this to Brianna, but I was like, I'm not too sure. I'll figure it out.
Like, I don't necessarily consider myself like a feminist, but I do sort of like feel very strongly about like harassment in general, whether it's like women or men. I just like say women because I am a woman. But like,
I don't think anyone should get catcalled.
I don't think anyone should either. Like, I mean, like, people have argued, men have argued about, like, how else will we meet people and da-da-da-da-da.
I mean, here's the thing. When you can, just, like, talk to someone casually without them, like, feeling like you just want to get in their pants.
That's, well,
like,
not even that. Like,
I don't get catcalled, and that's because I'm fucking ugly. But, okay.
We're good. I'm sorry. Continue your thought. You were talking about...
But, like, a lot... I don't really get, like, catcalled a lot. Or at all. Like, half the time, like, most of it is just usually, like, men saying, like, oh, I just want to, like, make you smile and, like, tell you, like, how you don't have to move and whatnot. They're very much so get in, get out. There's a lot of guys that's sitting here like they would like to prolong it as much as they can to see if they can like wear the woman down into like getting her to talk to him. But another part of me is sitting here like, if you really want to be like, you know, like try to get to know someone, just be like, oh, hey, how's it going? You know, talk to them normally.
Well, see, not even that. Like, I am not even against like shooting your shot. Like, if someone comes up to you and is like, oh, can I have your number or whatever the case may be, that's fine. But if I tell you no, that is not, it is not okay to continue to ask me as if my answer is going to change. That shit annoys me so freaking bad. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to curse too much, but like,
you really cursed a lot when you was in your like little explanation of being catcalled.
I know. That makes me very angry. Because at the end of the day, like, no means no. Do not continuously try to like harass someone into like, I don't know, agreeing to whatever that you're trying to get them to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like asking other questions of like, oh, well, I can't like have your number, but can I walk you home? No, because I don't want you knowing where I live because I don't know you. Or even like the number of times where I'm like waiting. This was way like back during kind of like when I was in community college, but like waiting on the bus to go down to the community college for class. And like some dude pulls over and is like, oh, where are you headed? And I'm like, I'm going to school. And they're like, well, do you want to ride? No, because I don't know you. I'm not getting into your car. But like just like stuff like that, which what the first time to me is whatever. I like honestly, really, I don't think you should be like trying to get with strangers at all because you don't fucking know that person. That person could turn out to be someone you don't want to associate at all. But like if you really feel that strongly about like how else will I meet people? Fine, sure, whatever. But again, like after the first no, leave me the hell alone. Just leave me alone.